2018 draft, probably one of the best drafts the Ravens had in the last 5 or 6 years. We're gonna discuss that and regrading the draft coming right out.
Renegade.
Hey guys, my name is Sunny. Welcome to CG Sport. And if you love Ravens content, and I know you do, please subscribe now and hit the bell so you know every time I upload a video. It's draft season, so I'm gonna be making more videos like this. Stay tuned. Also in the description below, check out my second channel. It's all about the AFC North. I have Tony from the Steelers. I have Quincy for the Browns. Ace Boogie from the Bengals, and yours truly representing, you know who, the purple and black. So go check that out. It's a great channel. It's a lot of fun to come. Look, 2018 was one of the best drafts that the Ravens have lately. I'm gonna preview this very instance right now. By the way, this is the second time I record this video because the first time, for some reason, the computer just decided to crap and frozen. So, take two. Anyway, let's roll it back. Pick 16 is the pick that the Ravens had. We traded Buffalo. We got a 3rd round pick. We sent a 6th round pick to them. Was it a 6th or 5th round pick to them to get that 3rd? We sliced 6 positions behind. I know a lot of you wanted Edgerrin James. We see what happened with Edgerrin. Great player, but now injury is sadly what has been his career. Then the 22nd, we traded to Tennessee. They got Rashaan Evans. I'm not a big fan of him, but anyway, they got him. We went down 6 spots. We also had to send a 6. We got a 4th. All those picks will be relative later. And 25th overall pick, the first selection for the Ravens. Ozzie Newsome, his last draft, puts Hayden Hurst. Hayden Hurst, I was not a fan of the pick because I thought the best tight end that year was Goddard. Goddard didn't get picked, obviously, by the Ravens. This was the first tight end off the board. Hayden Hurst is a really good tight end. Tight end 1 for sure. Top 10, top 15, not sure. When you pick the first tight end in a draft that it was really good on tight ends, you would expect that this dude was a top 15 like Andrews was. Who would I pick in there? Well, if you really wanted a tight end now that 2020, I thought Goddard, but obviously Mark Andrews. Lamar Jackson. Calvin Ridley. I don't know if he would have been the same player. I went the pick afterward. Darius Leonard's another pick, and Nick Chubb. I'm not sure if we need a running back at that moment, but Nick Chubb would have been a great pick. Okay, then the Ravens trade up. Ozzie never does this shit. He does it, but not as often. Boom, trades up to the 32nd. I remember, because I didn't see it. I remember a pick 31st. I was downstairs in my living room. I was like, let me just go up because this is over. The draft is over. We ain't gonna pick. I'll check who the Eagles pick up 32nd. Lamar Jackson. We pick Lamar Jackson, pick 32nd. Enough said. A+ in that pick. C+ for Hayden Hurst for me. A+. Lamar was MVP, 3-time Pro Bowler, 1-time Pro Bowler, MVP, 3-time playoff appearance. One of them, he took us out of the playoffs all the way back. That was his rookie year. And last year, we all know it was a roller coaster. We pulled it in 11-5 season. Amazing starter. Amazing record as a starter. So, Lamar Jackson, love that pick. There's no question. Now, our first pick in the 3rd round, what is Ozzie does? He trades back again. This is the 3rd time he trades back. He trades back with Oakland. He got a 5th and a 6th. Not bad trade. So then when we finally picked, because we didn't have a 2nd round, because to get Lamar, we traded that 2nd round pick of that year and the following year. And we go in the 3rd round. We got Orlando Brown Jr. Now, if you want to see what I think the Ravens should do for Orlando Brown Jr., go check the card. It should be here above my previous video. I go in depth what I think they should do with Orlando Brown, the ins and outs, and everything they should do. I've been saying that they probably should be trading him for a month now. I will tell you what I think they should do and what they can get if they do trade him. Go check that video out. But Orlando Brown Jr. A+. Didn't start right away, but as soon as he started, he anchored the right tackle. He's 2-time Pro Bowl in 3 years. It's spectacular. Not only that, Randy Stanley left. Orlando Brown sliced the left tackle. hell of a left tackle, hell of a right tackle. One of the reasons we probably cannot keep him. But pick-wise, amazing, guys. It was a home run. 3rd round pick in the back end of the 3rd round. Can't ask for more. And not only that, Ozzie Thompson hits another home run for the best tight end of this class. Mark Andrews, pick 86 overall. One-time Pro Bowler, security blanket of Lamar Jackson. He reminds me of Dennis Pitta without getting injured. Think about Dennis Pitta. He was a great tight end for the Baltimore Ravens. He was the security blanket of Flacco. Really good when he played. Injuries killed him. In the case of Andrews, he hasn't had that injury history. Hey, Ravens are pretty good drafting 2 tight ends. Usually the second one plays better. Dixon and Pitta, and Andrews and Hayden Hurst. But great pick from Ozzie Newsome. This was one of the picks, right? After that, we go to the 4th round and it starts getting more interesting. A guy that is hated in Baltimore for no reason. If we are honest, for no reason. Anthony Averett. One of the things that I would say that I forgot to mention is my grading system is 1st round picks should start right away. We usually don't start in game 1, but they should be a starter by the end of the year. And they should be a mistake because they're rookies. 2nd round picks, if they didn't start, they push to be a starter, but in the 2nd year, I need you to be a starter. 3rd round pick, 1st year, special teams if you can. 2nd year, try to push the starter. And the 3rd year is when I want to see you starting. And if not, we have problems, right? Okay, Anthony Averett, 3rd year. Now, he's not a 3rd round pick. 4th round pick. 4th and over. We'll see what you get with them. Well, 1st year, didn't play much. 2nd year, you saw glimpses and he got burned and people, whoa. Again, 4th round pick. This year, he was injured. But when he played, he was there. He was a good player. He was well in coverage. People just nitpick the ones that you see, oh, blown coverage. But if you see his body of work, he was actually pretty solid for us. And you're talking about what, corner, 5 or 6? Can't ask for more. He is, I think for depth purposes, he has been great in here. He's very undervalued. I think he is a pretty solid cornerback 4 or 5, wherever he is, depending on the injury depth chart. When he comes in on the outside, I feel way better on Averett than a couple of the guys that we had to roll at the end of the year because of injuries. The biggest problem with Averett is injuries. So for that, I give it a C-. Okay. And this is where the 4th round, which wasn't Ozzie Newsome's best round, comes. Ozzie Newsome was not known for drafting good wide receivers. Probably Torrey Smith was the best wide receiver that we drafted. And I know what the Ravens wanted because there's something I do want is that big body receiver, that beautiful receiver that can make consistent catch, 50-50 balls. He can go deep. He can just do everything. And he tried here. Oh boy, he failed. Jaleel Scott. Jaleel Scott, I was excited when we drafted. I didn't see tape, but I went to see the highlights like, woo! Damn! What? Look, damn it. But he always enticed you in the practice too, right away. Because I remember it said, oh, Jaleel Scott, and go back and check on Joe Newell's channel. I was there plenty of times. I said, no. Newell's like, oh, baby. Dude, no. Dude is trash. He was never in the field. We carried him for no reason for a couple of years. We should have cut ties with him way before that. Who would I drafted there? A guy that is also a big, tall receiver. Marquez Valdes-Scantling from Green Bay. He would have been better. I'm not saying the dude is a superstar. Again, we're talking 4th round picks, but it would have been better than him. Then, 5th round pick. This was the worst pick, man. Because this dude, we didn't even care about carrying him. He was all speed and no hands. Again, draft season is upon us. One thing that you should be alerted for receivers, hands. If you see in the highlights, even in the highlights, that the receiver is just catching the body, right? Balls comes to his chest and then he corrals it or then he catches it. Dude has no faith in hands, and that is a problem going forward. In the NFL, that is a problem. So, that was lastly. All speed, no hands. He will make a play here or there. For the most part, he had no hands. Horrible attitude. He had fights with teammates. Harbaugh say, enough of this crap. Get him out. It was just bad all around. Bad pick. These were the worst picks of Ozzie Newsom's draft for 2018. Who would I pick? Well, I would have picked the guy that came after him. Meaning our pick after that one. That's Sean Elliott. I think that Sean Elliott, I loved the pick back then. The only thing is I thought he was a free safety. This year showed me that he is a above average strong safety, meaning above average in coverage skill. Usually strong safety, they're strong because they're not great in coverage. I think if he becomes a strong safety, he is way better than the average strong safety in coverage, but not as good as a free safety. For that, I mean, Elliott has produced in his third year. Again, my rule, third rounders, this is when they start. Elliott is a sixth rounder. Sixth rounder, you are hoping that they can be good contributors in the special teams. That's usually what you want. And hopefully depth. Hopefully some depth. Look, by pick whatever this is, now we have 4 starters. 2018 brought you 4 starters. Lamar Jackson, Orlando Brown Jr., Andrews, and Deshaun Elliott. We ain't done. Now the 6th round pick goes with the pick 212, a guy that was a project, Greg Senat. I quasi like what I saw for him, but he was a project. He was not ready for the NFL. I give it a C minus because Deshaun Elliott, I give it a B plus, solid B plus. Anyway, on the case of Greg Senat, it was a project. But again, guys, 6th round pick. What are you asking for a 6th round pick? Hopefully he makes the team. He was there for a year. Didn't do much. When I saw him, he came to the actual field, an actual live game. He was not great, not horrible. But obviously there were way better tackles. That's what he was, a tackle. So they moved for him. And I mean, that was okay. 6th round pick. I gave this pick a B minus. 3 picks later, a guy that I'm not a biggest fan of him, but another starter. Bradley Bozeman, center for Alabama. Look, the reality is I don't know why he's not a center for us. They should have tried him in the center. But regardless, in year 2, as a 6th round pick, he was already starting. He was your starting left guard. Bradley Bozeman, a 6th round pick 215, starting left guard. What else do you want from this dude? Again, I'm not the biggest fan, but you cannot argue with a 6th round making the starting, and he's not utterly trash. I just think he's not the best left guard, and I want a better one. But as a player, solid player, 6th round pick, makes it 5 starters. And if you tell me any given draft, hey Sonny, 2021 you're gonna get 5 starters. By year 2, 4 of them are gonna start. By year 3, 5. Where do I sign up? Usually that happens with a team drafts in the top 5. You get an all-pro. Your 2nd round pick is basically a 1st. Your 3rd round pick is basically a 2nd. Your 4th round pick is basically a 3rd. You get 5 starters. Do you know how many starters the team has? 22. Almost a quarter of your current starters are from the 2018 draft. 2018 draft. Ozzie Newsom's last draft was amazing. I don't know why people don't give Ozzie Newsome much love. And ADC, they have in this pedestal, and we'll talk about ADC in one of my next videos. 7th round pick, a guy that also was quasi-project. He looked good the little time that he was here, but we ended up cutting him. Zach Zeiler. It was a meh. But he was a 7th round pick. As a 7th round pick, again, from 4th and later, you're just trying to see what can you make stick. Not only that, undrafted, we tried to get Philip Lindsay. He couldn't, but even better, Gus Edwards. And then when you see the NFL game day, you sometimes see the Gus Edwards list as a starter. So if you consider Gus a starter, now you talk about six starting, and then he has been a contributor for the past 2 years. But if you think about Gus Edwards as a starter, 6 of 22, more than a quarter of your starters are for the 2018 draft. But if you don't want to, and you say, well, he's a highly productive player, but not a starter, then 5. Even if you say 5 starters for one draft is amazing, guys. It's amazing. One of the reasons the Ravens are so good is because of the 2018 draft. Not only because of Lamar Jackson, although Lamar Jackson has a lot to do with. It's because you have 4 more players that are starters. 2 of them, well, Lamar Jackson's a Pro Bowler, but 2 more Pro Bowlers. What else can you ask for? 2018 was amazing, and it's one of the reasons the Ravens are where they are. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to this channel, follow me on social media, IG, Facebook, Twitter at szg.sports. Don't forget that Mondays at 5 p.m. I know it's a little early, but I'm in the UK. Come join me in the live stream where I take callers, and we're gonna keep discussing about all these players and the upcoming draft. Thank you for watching, and I will see you next time. Peace out.